Welcome to Psychological Inspiration. My name is Linda and today's topic is the emotional side of decision making. In the last video we talked about the mental level of decision making. I'm gonna link you the video down below in the info box so you can watch it if you haven't seen it already. And today we want to tap into all the information that is in the right side of the brain, the more intuitive part of us that holds so many important criteria and information we sometimes don't think of when we just logically approach a choice. Let's see. I told you that a client of mine had to make a choice between 4 cities and 2 companies where he could work. We have 3 left and let's see what we can do about that. If you have choices left, I would recommend choose one to start with. He chose the one in Frankfurt. Relax, get connected, feel your body, very important. Feel how your body feels right now and imagine that you have already taken the choice. So he had to imagine he decided for Frankfurt. Maybe you have an immediate body response. We look for body responses first. Maybe you don't. And if you don't worry. Dive deeper into it. Imagine, in his case, you start your new job in Frankfurt. You open the door there, walk into there, see all the colleagues around you, greet them, sit down at your computer, talk to your clients. And while you have all these images and all these sounds and all these body sensations of being in this new place, try to be aware of how your body reacts. In his case, he said, my legs get so heavy. I said, okay. I pinned it down, legs heavy. I said, is there any other body sensation? And he said, no, legs heavy, this is the most important one and I don't know about others. Then I asked him, how do you feel being there in Frankfurt, working there already? And he listened a moment to himself, to his emotional side, and he said, wow, it's a little heavy. I feel a little sad actually. I asked him, do you feel any other emotions? He waited a moment and said, no, it's sad. Then we came out of it and I asked, so why do you think your legs got heavy and you felt sad in your heart? He said, well, he didn't think of that criteria before, but he had not been so long in Düsseldorf, but he had already found some great friends, some great guy friends. So besides this woman he likes in Düsseldorf, he is connected socially in Düsseldorf. And since he had moved so often, he kind of feels at home now. And he doesn't want to give it up already. Okay, he thought about that and said, well, Frankfurt is not that much better than Düsseldorf anyway for working. And for money, well, that's not so important right now. And he still can develop in Düsseldorf. So he said, well, he's not so interested in going to Frankfurt anymore. I said, okay, let's check with Düsseldorf. What about that? Since he said, well, Düsseldorf and his friends. I said, okay. He took a moment to breathe, and I said, okay, now imagine you go to your job in Düsseldorf, and you could see that a smile showed up in his face. You could feel it right away. It was an immediate response. It was like, wow, that feels so much lighter and better. I asked him, do you feel anything else in your body? And he said, well, I feel sure about myself and I feel relaxed, my body is calm and I have to smile all the time. I said, okay, let's check what is with the choice going to Berlin. He took a moment imagine going to this new company in Berlin and living close to his families, and kind of cringed. I asked him, so what is happening in your body? Imagining you have decided for Berlin. He said he gets like a stiff neck and it's a little heavy on his shoulders. I said, anything else? He said, no, that's pretty much it. And I said, okay, what emotion do you feel? And he said he felt like he has to be responsible. And I said, okay, that's not really an emotion, but keep on going. He said, responsibility, and he couldn't tell by that at that moment. He said it's kind of heavy in his neck and all his shoulders. So I asked him, what's going on in Berlin? Why is your neck stiffening? He said, well, to be honest, he really loves his parents, but since he's an only child, and also, you didn't know that first, but he's not from Germany and they don't speak German so much, they call him a lot and he has to translate a lot and be there for them a lot, because they expect him to do everything for them, since he's the only child. When he's on the other side of Germany in Düsseldorf, he still can support them if it's really needed, but that's way enough for him to have his own life. But for like daily things, he really wants to focus on his life and support his parents only when it's really needed. So he said that's like overwhelming, and it's hard for him to tell his parents no, and of course there's a topic he can work on, but right now he said that really doesn't feel good to be so close. So after comparing these three options on body information and on the emotional side, he said for right now he would love to stay in Düsseldorf with his job. To sum it up, what can you do? Really imagine you took the choice and take it one by one. Take the first one and really imagine going there, listening to the sounds you can hear, seeing what you would see, feeling what you would feel in that situation, and be aware of how your body responds. Ask yourself, what kind of responses do I get? Are there more responses? What kind of emotional reactions do I get? And what do they mean? And then you can compare these different choices, and maybe you get more criteria than you have thought of before. That's for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video. Goodbye!